Hello everyone, welcome to one more video on NISM certification examination. This video is related to Alternative Investment Fund Category 3 Distributors module. Let me tell you that the objective of making this particular video is to first help those who are preparing for Alternative Investment Fund certification, and second, to help others get basic understanding of alternative investments. Let me tell you that alternative investments have emerged as a very interesting area of investment, and there is a lot of curiosity about this particular domain. So in this video I'm going to take you through 10 questions which will give you an understanding or other basic understanding of what alternative investments are all about. So you can read about them and then attempt the quiz. Else, through quiz also you can get to know certain basic thoughts around these investments opportunities which are available in the market. So let me start by taking you through the first quiz. The quiz is which of the following is considered as essential characteristics of alternative investment, which means this particular characteristics is very clearly, distinctly visible in case of alternative investments. We can see there are four options. Convertibility is definitely not that particular option, because convertibility means whether an instrument can be converted into some other instruments. Illiquidity is definitely a very distinct feature of alternative investments, because they are mostly not listed instruments. So essentially it becomes difficult for a market participants to which has invested in these instruments to liquidate it. So any investor who would have invested will find it difficult to liquidate such investments. So the answer here becomes illiquidity. Obviously, because illiquidity is the option, then liquidity cannot be the answer, and simplified structure is missing in case of these funds. They are not as simple as a mutual fund. The structures are also complex. So just to repeat, the answer for this is B. Now let me take you to the second question, which is again related to alternative investment, and this is to do with the concept of startup. Which of the following is not a feature of startup as defined by Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade in India? So DPIIT defines the nature of startup, and they have given a very clear-cut definition of startup. So there are four options. Let me take you through them. It should have turnover of less than 100 crores in a financial year. It should not be a business in existence for more than 10 years. Startups should be working towards innovation, development or improvement of products or processes or services, or if it is a scalable business model with a high potential of employment generation or wealth creation. So, and finally, it should have turnover of less than 2000 crores in a financial year. So in order to identify startup, there are two parameters which have been very clearly set up. One is in terms of turnover, and second in terms of for how long a business has been in existence. And the turnover limit for the startup set by DPIIT is 100 crores, and that's why the answer here would be D, because it's not 2000 crore, it's actually 100 crores. So D becomes an incorrect answer, and it's not a feature of startup. Next question is what refers to funds that are provided in a hybrid structure involving the features of both debt and equity? So senior capital, junior capital and risky capital, we cannot put it in either of the three category. It becomes mezzanine. Mezzanine is something which lies between two extremes. Okay, so and it has both the features of debt and equity capital. Something like a preferred stock would feature here. So the answer is A for this. The next question is which of the following entity invests in companies with established business model and track record, known as the later stage companies? Okay, so we have the early stage companies and we have the later stage companies. In early stage companies, mostly venture capital makes investment. Angel investors and seed funds also provide them some kind of investment money or resources. So the answer here would be private equity, that is A. This takes us to the question 5, which is a definition of an entity given by SEBI, and the definition says alternative investment fund which employs diverse or complex trading strategies and invests and trades in securities having diverse risk or complex products including listed and unlisted derivatives. So this is the definition which SEBI has given, and this definition has been given neither for SME fund nor for private equity, nor for venture capital. Actually, this definition has been given for hedge fund. So the answer in this case would be B. I am repeating, it is B, which is hedge fund. This takes us to the question number 6. So if you want to be an angel investor, if you want to help angel investors and you are a body corporate, what should be your net worth requirement, which means what should be your net worth, because even an individual can be an angel investor, but here we are referring to a body corporate, and the net worth requirement for a body corporate to be an angel investor is 10 crores. So the answer would be D. Neither A, B or C, it is D, 10 crores. Let us move to next question, which is equally interesting. It is about which of the following an example of category 3 AIF, which means as per definition of given by SEBI and as per categorization done by SEBI, we have three categories of alternative investment fund, also called as AIFs. Category 1, category 2 and category 3. Venture capital, private equity and social venture funds, they fall under category 1 and 2, while hedge fund distinctly falls under the category 3. So the answer for this particular question is C. Now let us move to question D, and I have already given an answer, a bit of it in the context of what we have discussed earlier. So we have alternative investment fund having three different categorization, 1, 2 and 3. AIF which invests in startups, early stage ventures, social ventures, SME infrastructure or other projects, they are called as alternative investment fund category 1, or they are AIF 1. So answer for this particular question is AIF 1. Just to repeat, AIF 2 would invest in private equity, AIF 3 would invest in hedge funds, and there is nothing called as an AIF 4. Okay. Having said this, let us move to next. As per SEBI, how many types of alternative investment funds are recognized in India? This has been repeatedly mentioned in the previous two questions when we were discussing them. So the answer for that is C. So we have three categories: AIF 1, AIF 2 and AIF 3. So the answer for this would be C. And finally we move on to the last question. It was really quick, but you know, it's basic question, so I'm kind of taking it a little fast. Question number 10 is alternative investment funds which primarily invest in debt securities of listed or unlisted investee companies are known as the debt funds. Okay, so you know, we have various kinds of funds under alternative investment funds. There are debt funds also available which make it such investments. So with this we have completed all the 10 questions. I'm just repeating, the answer for this is B, which is debt fund. I'm sure you would have got some additional understanding by going through these questions. In case you need any help, do write to me at healthofmywealth@gmail.com, and I will definitely try to provide you any kind of assistance which I can, and the resource that I have available at my disposal. Using that, I will provide you help. But I will like to request you to just subscribe to my channel and like this video if you found the content to be useful. Thank you so much.